Hey guys, and welcome to Jay's Nest. Today we're going to do a little Jay Jabbers. Now that I moved, I'm trying to figure out where to do Jay Jabbers at, but right now we're going to do Jay Jabbers here. And today's topic is bad advice I've been given over the years through my cloth diapering experience. And if you're not familiar with this Jay Jabber series, it's just really an impromptu video where I just randomly talk about things that are cloth diapering related. I do want to say that this advice isn't completely terrible because in some situations for some people it does work, which is why this advice has been given, because it was true for some people. But for me it wasn't true, so it's not exactly advice that at this point in time I would give out to people. And really, when it comes to cloth diapering, advice is subjective. What I say might not be something that you resonate with or that you tell other people. And I understand that. That's just part of the game. That's just part of how it goes. We all have varying experiences with cloth diapers because there's just no one perfect way to cloth diaper. And once you understand that not all advice is good advice, not all advice is bad advice. And not all the advice that I give on my channel will work for you. When I started researching cloth diapers, I did a lot of research here on YouTube. Some of the older YouTubers, one of my favorites was Obs and Lala. There's a lot of channels here on YouTube that I used to watch when I was learning about cloth diapers. Probably my favorite was Obs and Lala. I love the way that she explained things. She does have a new YouTube channel. Not new, but a different YouTube channel now that she doesn't talk about cloth diapers anymore. I think her new channel is called Books and Lala. But that's not part of the point. So I did a lot of online research when it came to cloth diapering because I didn't even know it was a thing. I found out about cloth diapers online. I did research about cloth diapers online through YouTube and blogs. And some advice just it's not something that I really resonate with anymore. So let me tell you what they were. The first piece of advice I don't even know if it's advice, it's just the first thing that I was told was that cloth diapers can last through like 3 to 5 children, and I was just under this assumption that cloth diapers lasted forever, like they're just completely superior to disposable diapers. And some cloth diapers do last that long, depending on the system we're talking about, depending on how you care for them, depending on how many diapers you have in your stash. If you have a lot of diapers, then they're not going to be washed as often. Also, how frequently you wash your diapers, and if you wash your diapers on hot, if you dry your diapers in the dryer. There's a lot of hearsay in the community that those things really don't affect your diapers, but I truly wholeheartedly believe that they do, because I've had diapers like flats and pre-folds shrink so ridiculously small. Go check out my Buttons Bamboo pre-fold review. That's a perfect example. Washed them on hot, dried them on hot. They shrunk all wonky. So I really do believe that washing on hot and drying on hot can cause significant wear to your diapers. There are even some brands like Nuggles, they say that if you wash their diapers too hot, they will start to crack, tear, delaminate, and I think that is true for some brands. I know Lullaby Baby, it's definitely true for. They're not indestructible. So you do need to keep that in mind. These are fabrics that are washed multiple times a week. For some people, they're washed every single day. So yeah, these things will get tear on them. They will get wear on them over time. For me, I don't put any of my covers in the dryer anymore. I do put all-in-ones in the dryer, but that's the only exception. As far as covers and pockets, I do not put them in the dryer anymore because I have seen covers over time start to crack and bubble up. I've never had the true delamination where it just completely separates from the diaper. So you have the polyester material, which is the colorful outside. And then on the inside there's this plastic coating. And I've never seen those two completely separate on my diapers, but there are pictures on the internet of diapers that have done that. And I've just found that diapers don't last forever. Some of them haven't even lasted a span of just one child. If you are cloth diapering, consider taking really good care of your cloth diapers if you want to use them for a long span of time or multiple children. If you're using things like flats and pre-folds, then those things won't get as much wear, though they will wear down over time, but they're not going to get as much wear as PUL. So your PUL and TPU covers and pocket diapers and all-in-ones, those will get a lot more wear, and you'll see that a lot sooner as opposed to flats and pre-folds. though flats and pre-folds will definitely get wear over time. They'll get edge wear and they'll get holes as well. But that's not something I knew. I thought cloth diapers just lasted forever, for years, for 10 years, and for some people they do. For me, that just wasn't the case. I wasn't told that I should take really good care of my diapers, and I've watched a lot of diapers die because of that. Hold on, the baby's crying. I gotta go get her. And the next thing, okay, this next point, it really goes hand in hand with the first point, is that I was under the assumption that you could sell your diapers when you were done with them. So if you cloth diapered for 3 years, those diapers were used and at the end of their life, and you could still sell them. Maybe half of that has to do with the cloth diaper market being like really crappy right now, like really bad. The resale market right now for cloth diapers isn't great. Back when I first started cloth diapering, it was really high, it was really great. Not so much anymore, and there's a lot of reasons why. Maybe we'll get into that in another video, the market, the cloth diapering market. I think this subject has a lot to do with why cloth diaper shops are closing, and I did talk about that in a Speedfold Friday. I'll link that video down below if you guys are interested in that. That has some good points of why the market might be really flooded right now. But yeah, I was under the assumption that you could just use cloth diapers for 5-10 years and then resell them and they'd be fine, because I thought they were indestructible, which pairs with my first point, is that diapers get wear. And so I was very unaware that, you know, elastics would just completely get shot, diapers could crack or delaminate. Ow! Oh, she uses my hair like a rope. I was unaware that natural fibers can get holes in it. So natural fiber all-in-ones especially. It's one reason why I just don't really like all-in-ones, because I use natural fiber all-in-ones instead of microfiber all-in-ones, and natural fiber all-in-ones get edge wear and holes, and they're not absorbent enough, and it's crazy to spend that much money for an all-in-one for it to get holes within a year and it to not be absorbent enough. That's a whole nother point, which we'll get to as well. Yeah, the cloth diapering market goes in and out, and there's really no way to predict what the cloth diapering market will look like in the future. And when I'm talking about the market, I'm talking about the resale market. So on the buy sell trade pages. Oh, she's under the tripod. Don't knock it over. The resale market really goes up and down. Some brands have a great resale value, and then a few years later their resale value just is shot, is no good anymore. So there's really no way to predict the resale market. Bum Genius is a perfect example of that. When I first started cloth diapering, there were diapers going for $100 from Bum Genius, even more than that. And now those same prints don't even get sold on the swap for 15-20 bucks, which is close to the retail price of it. So don't buy diapers thinking that you can buy it for $20 and then resell it for $50, because the market is just not forgiving for that kind of stuff anymore. It used to be, you know, in the early 2010s, but it's not forgiving to do that anymore. The next point is that there's one way to wash your diapers, or that there's a perfect way to wash your diapers. Now, I used to follow, this is gonna get me a lot of hate, but I'm just gonna speak my truth. I used to follow Fluff Love's recommendations, and I used to follow them wholeheartedly. I definitely like lashed out at other people when they didn't follow their recommendations. And I've had a lot of issues with their recommendations since switching to flat cloth diapers, and I've actually realized that I've been using way too much detergent. The amount of detergent that they recommend was just too much for my flat diapers. I use about 80% flats in my stash. The rest are pre-folds and all-in-ones, which I don't really reach for all-in-ones. I do reach for pre-folds occasionally, but I mainly use flats. And flats wash so easily, like really easily, and they just don't need as much detergent. And I had detergent buildup. Now I know there's this whole thing in the cloth community that detergent buildup is not a thing, but with my flats I did have to put them in the washer a lot with hot water on them to rinse out all of the excess detergent that was not getting cleaned out of my flat diapers. It took about 4 hot washes for all of the suds to go away. They were not air bubble suds, they were absolutely detergent suds. There's just a lot of detergent still hanging on to my flat diapers. I try to stay away from the controversial topics here in the cloth community, but it's my truth. It doesn't have to be your truth. I know a lot of people follow Fluff Love's recommendations and they followed it for years and they don't have issues. I followed it for years as well, but since switching to flat cloth diapers, using their recommendations as far as the amounts of detergent just have not been great for me. I think maybe they would be great if you use synthetic fibers like microfiber, because microfiber is harder to clean, but honestly I'm just not sure. I'm in this point where I'm trying to rewire everything I know about washing diapers and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I truly don't believe that there's one perfect way to wash your diapers that works for everybody, because everybody has different types of washers, everybody has different types of hard water and soft water. We all use different types of detergents. Now I do use Fluff Love's recommendations for the detergents. I think that index list is really great. I think it's a great place to start when you're considering certain types of detergent. I will never ever give you wash advice here on my channel. Plain and simple, I will never do that because that is just a tricky area. I've had people ask for videos on my wash routine or how I can help troubleshoot their wash routines, and I won't do that. I just don't feel knowledgeable enough in that area to do that, especially now that I'm in this space where I'm questioning everything now. My girls used to always get rashes if they didn't have a stay dry liner on them, and since I started taking down my detergent use, which I did that somewhere in late 2018, where I took down my detergent use, and they haven't had any of those sensitivity rashes. So I'm thinking that it was actually the buildup of all of that soap, all the soap that wasn't getting washed out of my diapers, that was causing an irritation or a rash. Because for years, especially Hazel, she's my 4-year-old, she's the first child that I cloth diapered, she used to get what I called sensitivity rashes all the time. So we always had to use fleece liners with her. But she's been pretty sensitive too, but since I took down the amount of detergent that I used, she's not getting those rashes anymore. So I'm starting to wonder if this sensitivity rash is actually a rash to the soap not being washed out of the diapers all the way, which kind of makes sense. Alright, I think that's enough ranting and raving today. I'm gonna be nervous to put this video up because I don't even mutter the words Fluff Love because of all the controversy it has behind it, and I know this is gonna get some pushback. Not quite ready for that, but I also just want to share my truthful experience, and that is my experience. And it's not to shit on people or to hate anybody or to say you shouldn't follow their recommendations. I'm no expert, so I can't give you advice of, you know, what is good and bad for you, because there's a lot of things that go into wash routines. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.